students and working professionals in the audience. So this is going to be for entrepreneurs, freelancers, students, and working professionals, anyone who is looking for a job or leads or simply looking to build a personal brand on LinkedIn. So first of all, I would be covering from the basics, that is why especially LinkedIn and how to start on LinkedIn, how to build your profile and how to optimize it, everything. So um, is my screen visible?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. So I'm starting with what all will be covered in the session. So we will start with building a profile that stands out. I will tell you about what is an all-star profile, about leveraging all the sections of the profile, profile optimization for finding jobs, internships, leads, and I will also explain how do recruiters find you if you are a job seeker or an internship seeker on the platform, followed by profile management, in which I will discuss algorithm hacks and engagement hacks. And the third part is content game, followed by professional networking, which is the key to get jobs or leads on LinkedIn. So first of all, I have a question that how many of you have LinkedIn accounts? Almost all of you might be having LinkedIn accounts, but the next question is how many of you actually use it actively on a regular basis? If you are someone, you can type yes in the chat box. So a lot of people have LinkedIn accounts, but then they don't use it very actively on regular basis. They just open it once in a week or a month to find internships or jobs all of a sudden. But it doesn't work that way. So coming to the first part, that is why LinkedIn. So LinkedIn works just like your digital resume. When you are not there, your LinkedIn profile works and speaks for you. It is the best platform for professional networking and to gain leads and get a job. Also, once you start creating a personal brand on LinkedIn, the magic of inbound leads begin, and then you will have a lot of inbound opportunities that you didn't even think of. So just like when we go to a cafe or restaurant, we usually Google the name and we see the pictures, we read the reviews of people, etc. And whenever even we buy a product, we often read the reviews. Just like that, whenever someone is searching for us or is looking out to approach us for some professional reason, they 90% of the people check out our LinkedIn profile before they reach out to us. So it is very important to have a good LinkedIn profile that speaks for us and creates a great first impression. So where to start? The first step is to build an all-star profile. Now, what is an all-star profile? An all-star profile is a profile where all the sections of your profile are completed. So in desktop, it won't be visible, but if you're on phone, so in the analytics section, you will get an icon on the top right corner, which will show all-star profile. There would be a star, which would be showing the progress of your account. So whether if you are an intermediate, it will show you intermediate. If you are having an all-star profile, it will show you the all-star icon. So the first step is to build the profile and complete all the sections. So first is the header. Now, we don't have to put a quote or something in the header, but we have to put something which represents us or which speaks about us. So I have used a one-liner about myself and my social media handles where I'm active. If you're a job seeker, you can add your skills in the cover pictures. Now, second is profile picture, which has to be such a picture where you are looking confident, there is proper lighting, and you have a smile on your face. Third thing is your name, which should be in proper format. Next is the heading, where you speak about yourself. Then coming to these two features, that is open to work and providing services. Now, if you are a job seeker or if you're looking for internships, it is very important that you turn on open to work and you mention your job roles that you're looking for in the open to work section. Also, if you're a job or internship seeker, you have to turn on this open to work frame, which highlights you in front of recruiters. Once you have done this, now the providing services part is for freelancers mainly who are providing services, or for entrepreneurs who are having a startup that provides some certain services. If you are someone who has to hire, so there is also hiring option here, which I haven't used, but you can use it. After this comes the featured section. So this is mainly to highlight what we want to show to people who visit our profile. So you can use it to post outer links, like if you are taking some consultation calls, you can put that here. If you're selling something, you can put that link. If you have news articles about yourself, if you have a blogging website, you can put that here. If you go on plus and add the link, you can add any link. You can even add your YouTube account or any other account which you have to show. You can add your certificates, you can add your resume, dummy project, portfolio, anything that you think is important to show. If you have nothing, you can just put the highest engagement posts there, but you have to use the feature. Next is the about section where you have to mention about yourself. Now here you can use two ways. One is where you can write your summary in a listing format, which I have used. So if you have to keep it short and precise and to the point, you can use this format where you just have to highlight main things. So if you're a job seeker or internship seeker, you can highlight your skills, your achievements, your previous experience. And if you're a fresher, you can just mention what are you looking for. And always end the summary with a CTA where you look approachable. You can mention your mail ID or any other, you can mention your contact number or any other social media link. Now, apart from this, there is one thing in the summary which you have to do, that is making it quantitative. So, for example, you can use this format that helped in growing X by Y percentage by doing dash dash dash. It can be anything. For example, I can, like, if I'm into social media, I can write that helped 10 clients achieve growth by dash percent by doing this. So that creates an impact. So we can use more numbers in our summary. Now in the experience section, we just don't have to put the heading, but we also have to write the descriptions about it. So it can be 2 to 3 points, like I've done here. It helps in optimizing the profile. Next is the endorsement section. Now here in skills, you have to keep in mind that your skills have to be related to the current job role or the job role that you are targeting. So necessarily it have to be those skills only. And especially the top 3 skills help in optimizing the profile. So these 3 either have to be your keywords or the roles that you are targeting or the skills that are related to that role. Last is recommendation section. And it is very important to leverage this. So a lot of people ignore this, but recommendation and endorsement section add a lot of credibility to your profile. So try to get more and more recommendations. It can be from your friends, professors, colleagues, anyone who can write something good about you or your work. That's it. Now I'm coming to some additional features and hidden features that are not known by everyone and are often ignored. So one is the speaker which you're seeing beside my name. Now this is mainly for name pronunciation, but what we have to do is we have to use it for pitching. That is, we have to add a one-liner about ourselves after we pronounce our name. For example, I help people with LinkedIn and content. So I have mentioned that, hi, this is Mishka Rana and I can help you with this and this. Hit me up if you need any help. Just like this, if you're a freelancer, you can add your one-liner. If you're a job seeker, you can tell that I'm looking for these roles. So even if someone is not going through whole profile, he or she can just tap at the speaker and listen to what you're saying. Also, if you are very much determined to get a job or clients, you can use the profile video option. So I haven't used it right now. In mobile, if you see, you will see a plus icon beside this circle. And through that circle, you can add your profile video. Nitish, can you please add this person? He's facing some problem in joining.
Yes, sure. We are sending him.
Yeah. So in the profile video, it gives you a lot of time. So the speaker gives you only 10 to 20 seconds, but the profile video will give you a lot of time to speak everything about yourself. So you can use it as a video resume to pitch the recruiter or the clients. Second is turning on the creator mode. So when you go to resources and then creator mode, you just have to turn it on. So there are 4 changes that will happen in the profile. One is that you will get these hashtags where you can use it to optimize the profile. Second is that your connection button will change into the follow button. So if you see any account, you would generally see a connect button and the more option button. But after turning on creator mode, it will change to follow button. So LinkedIn basically has a connection limit of 30,000. So after 30,000, you can't add someone as a connection. They can only follow you. So if you're adding everyone randomly, you can stop doing that and turn on this, because then you can only add relevant people and the rest of the people can become your followers. So it is really helpful. Third thing that happens is the content comes above everything else in the profile. So if you see my featured section and this post section will come above my about section. But in other accounts, about section will come first. Fourth thing is that it provides you additional reach and engagement than any normal account on LinkedIn. So if you have turned on creator mode, LinkedIn starts identifying you as a creator and promotes you, gives you extra tools, gives you the first right to use those tools, and differs you from everyone else on the platform. So you get a lot of visibility and reach as well. Second was this thing. Now, when you turn on open to work and providing services feature, what happens is whenever there is a recruiter or a client who is posting certain requirement, you will get a notification in the notification bar from where you can directly apply to that particular job post. We often miss job alerts or client messages, but this feature helps a lot because it notifies you. Also, when there is someone in your network who is searching for a job role that you have listed here or some service which you have listed here, so it will send a notification to that person, be it recruiter or client, and that person can directly contact you in your DMs. So it saves time of both the parties. Now, next point after this is profile optimization, which is the key to a solid LinkedIn profile. Now, optimization is mainly stuffing the keywords in the profile, but for that we need to know what are keywords. Now, keywords are basically those words for which you would want to appear in the search results. You can ask yourself that what your client would type in the search bar or what the recruiter will type in the search bar to search you. For job people, it is very easy because you just have to enter the job positions which you're looking for. But if you're a freelancer, you have to think that what will your client type. For example, in my profile, if you see, all of these are my keywords. If there are any college students, they would type speaker to invite for a session. If someone is looking for something related to LinkedIn, they will type LinkedIn expert. Now, the logic here is that people always want specialists or expert to do a particular thing rather than a generalist. So I have used the word expert here, but if I would have used LinkedIn growth or LinkedIn personal branding, even that would have worked, but expert, in my opinion, works more than that. Now, the rest are normal keywords, that is personal branding, strategist, Twitter marketer, ghostwriter, etc. Just like this, you have to shortlist 3 to 5 keywords for yourself. You have to think about your skills, the roles that you are targeting, the services that you provide, and then you can shortlist a few words which you think would make you rank in the search results. So these words have to be those words which you think that you want to appear for. Like, for example, if I am typing project manager and you want to appear for this title, this will be one of your keywords. Now, once you have shortlisted at least 3 to 5 keywords, there is a very simple task that you have to use these keywords in all the sections of your profile, starting with cover picture. If you see, I have used I have written 2 one-liners, but what you can do is you can list all of your services. So if I show you this account, you can see that in the cover picture, he has mentioned all of his services, and hence his cover picture is optimized. You can simply list down your services or the skills or job roles, etc. Or you can write a one-liner about yourself. Once you're done with the cover picture, next is the headline, which is the most important part. So a lot of people write here that I'm looking for this roles, I'm looking for job, or some random quote, but that doesn't work. You actually have to write the keywords here to pop up in the search results. So this is a one-liner about myself, and then I have added my 5 to 6 keywords. Same you have to do. Now next is hashtags, which we get after turning on the creator mode. Once we get these hashtags, we have to optimize them. That is, we have to add our keywords here. So for example, if you are into marketing, you don't have to put marketing as a hashtag here. It shows us that we have to write what we talk about, but actually we have to use it smartly by adding our keywords to optimize our profile. So be as specific as you can when you are mentioning your keywords. Next is open to work and providing services. Again, you have to add all of your keywords in these two sections. Then comes the about section, where again you have to add all the keywords. So these are again my keywords for which I have to rank. In experience, again, I have used the keywords. You have to also use the keywords. Now comes license and certifications. Now this again have to be related to the role that we are targeting. And skills again have to be related to the role we are targeting or the services we are providing. So these three are again my keywords. In the recommendation, when you ask people, always make sure that somewhere or other your keyword is being used in the recommendation section. So if you see even in these, somewhere or the other, few words are mentioned, which are my keywords. Now what you can do is, once you have done this, or if you are stuck somewhere in this process, what you can do is you can simply search. You can pick a keyword which you think is your target keyword. You can go to the search bar and type that particular keyword. For example, if your keyword is social media marketer, you can type it in the search bar and see that which profiles are ranking there right now. Once you see that which profiles are ranking, you can go to top 5 or top 10 profiles. You can see that what they have mentioned, and whatever you think is the best thing about their profile, you can add it to your profile. So especially if you are a job seeker looking for internship or job, if you are a freelancer looking for leads, this is the most important part, because the recruiters or the clients won't be able to find you unless you are putting the keywords. Now next part is again very, very important, where you will get to know that why optimization is important. Now this is a screenshot of LinkedIn Recruiter, which is used by recruiters to look for candidates. If you see on the left side, the recruiter has searched for program manager, and the skill that is required in that person is program management, which is written here. So if someone has program manager in their profile, only those people will be appearing in the search results. And those people who have program management as the skill in their endorsement section would be appearing here. So it is important that we add the targeted roles and the skill. Now the most important part, that is, will everyone appear in the search results? So the answer is no, because if you are someone who is inactive on LinkedIn, who only opens LinkedIn randomly, you are not going to appear here, because you have to be active in the last 30 days. So to get highlighted here, you have to be active in last 30 days. But if you haven't opened LinkedIn from past 60 days, or even if you have opened LinkedIn and you have simply scrolled, you won't be appearing here, because LinkedIn only considers you active when you are either posting content or engaging with others or updating something on your profile. So these are the three things. So if you haven't done any of these three things in past 60 days, please start being active. Either you can start by engaging with others, you can start by updating your profile, you can start by posting content. Otherwise, even if your profile is well optimized, you won't appear in the search results. So now these are the three parts where you can get highlighted. First is when you are very active in past 30 days. Either you are posting content, you are engaging with others, The second thing is when you have turned on the open to work frame in your display picture, which I just showed in the previous part. So if you have turned on that green open to work frame, you will be appearing and being highlighted here. Now, third part is if you are a regular company follower. So if you are someone who follows the company pages and engages with them, you are going to appear here. So the tip is to follow all the company pages where you are targeting a job and engage with them whenever you see a post by them. Now comes the second part, that is adding the description to experience section, which I explained in previous part. So in this screenshot, if you see, this person has only mentioned program manager at Google and haven't written any description about it. So if you are mentioning the description as well, it is helpful for the recruiter to know more about you from this slide itself, and he or she doesn't have to go on your profile. So always mention what role you did there and what all were your tasks. Now the last thing which you are seeing at the bottom is if you are a company follower. So if you are a company follower, you will be shown that this icon will be shown with your profile, but that is not of much importance. What's important is these three sections and optimizing the profile. Now, next part is about profile management. So once you start being active on LinkedIn or start building a personal brand on LinkedIn, here are a few things which you have to keep in mind. One is posting consistently without any break. That is at least 4 to 5 times in a week, or posting regularly. Changing the connect button to follow, which will automatically happen when you turn on the creator mode. Third thing is never use more than 5 hashtags because it is counted as spamming. Next is if you're posting a link in a post, never post it in the picture description. Always mention it in the first comment. Now the next part is most important. That is whenever you are posting something on LinkedIn, always try to get the maximum engagement in first 1 hour. And the last is leverage the endorsement and recommendation section. Now I'm coming about the content creation. That is what works on LinkedIn and what doesn't. So if you see this graphs, you can see that polls get the highest reach on LinkedIn. So if you are someone who is just getting started on LinkedIn to build your personal brand or just to build up your profile and create content, so LinkedIn promotes polls aggressively. So you can post more of polls when you are just starting, or if you have taken a break and you're back on LinkedIn. Polls help you in getting a lot of reach. Second is picture posts, where you can use screenshots, Canva templates, or anything that you think will work for your profile. Third is text. Fourth is carousels. Fifth is videos and articles. So even if I show the analytics in my profile, you would easily figure out that polls get the highest reach. So for my profile particularly, polls and picture posts work the best. But if you are someone who is more into writing text content and not this one-liners and quotes, etc., you can prefer posting the written content and check if that is working for you. Now coming to my profile analytics. So if you see, just a second. So this is a picture post which got 11,000 impressions, 300 plus likes. Then this is a poll which got 2,75,000 impressions and 8,000 votes. Then this is a picture post, again 48,000 views and 900 likes. Then a poll which went viral, it got almost 50,000 votes and 1 million impressions. Then a poll, so this was actually a paid promotion, so we can ignore this. And then again, if you see picture polls and pictures and polls are there. Again, a poll and 82,000 impressions, picture 16,000 impressions. So if the content is viral, that can be an exception. But apart from that, polls always get the highest reach. Now this was an exception because here picture got 2 million, almost 3 million impressions and 66,000 likes. So it varies depending upon what you are posting, but you just have to check what is working for your profile and what you enjoy creating. Now, next topic is how to write LinkedIn posts or how to build a personal brand. So on the left side, if you see these points, the first step to build a personal brand is to pick what you want to be known for. So if you are on LinkedIn, whether you are a job seeker or freelancer or someone who is just using LinkedIn, you have to figure out that what you want to be known for, what are those topics for which you have to be known. Second is create content around those topics which you have figured out. Third is engage with others, engage with other creators on the platform, build a community, collaborate with them, and always reply everyone who is engaging with your post. Now, when we are writing a LinkedIn post, we need to keep in mind that in the first 2 lines, we have to create a hook. So if I go to homepage, you can see that on every post, I can only see the first 2 to 3 lines. 2 lines, and then I have to click on see more. Again, if I see, I can see only 3 lines and I have to click on see more. Then again 2 lines and okay, that is only 2 lines. Now 2 lines and I have to click on see more. So we have to keep in mind that in the first 2 lines we create a hook that catches people and makes them to click on the see more button to view our post, because only then it will be counted as an engagement. And second is using proper spacing in the sentences, keeping the sentences very short, and always ending the post with a CTA and hashtags. Now, what will you post about? So there are mainly 3 things which will work for everyone, be it a job seeker, freelancer, entrepreneur, student. One is see what's going on around the topics that you shortlisted and hop on trends that are going on in your industry. Second, share your learnings or case studies. If you have done any courses, you can share the learnings from that particular course. If you have any client case studies, you can share that. It will bring you leads or might get you a job as well. Third is voice your opinion on anything that is going on and never hesitate to put up your opinion there. So adding your personal opinion to topics is a part of personal branding. And if you are creating a personal brand, always voice your opinion without any hesitation. Now I'm coming to the engagement part. That is how to bring engagement on your post, how to bring more likes and comments, how to increase your reach, and with whom to engage. So the first step is that whenever you are engaging with anyone on your feed, be it fellow creators or influencers, anyone, always add value through your comment and engage meaningfully. So if you're writing random words like agree, absolutely, great post, or anything like this, that is not going to work. So you always have to write meaningful comments. So if you're writing agree, you can just replace it with a sentence like I am 100% with you on this, so that it looks that you have actually given a thought and then added your comment. Now the second rule, that is give engagement to get it. So on LinkedIn, basically there is this thing which works, that is if you are engaging with others, only then most of the people are going to engage with you. So if you are someone who is just posting content without engaging with anyone, that is not going to work, because you also have to give engagement. Now, with whom should you engage on the platform? So first is your target audience. For job seekers, the target audience is HRs, department heads, company pages, job portals, helping hands, etc. For freelancers or anyone who is looking for leads, it is startup founders, CEOs, agency owners, etc. Fellow content creators who are creating content on LinkedIn. And third category is influencers. For example, Gary V, Ankur Bariku, people like this who have followers in lakhs and millions. Now, how to bring engagement on your post? So the first point is you can tag connections in comments, you can tag your colleagues, you can tag your friends, you can tag anyone who you think is active on the platform and knows you, so that they can engage with the post. Through this, your notification will go into the notification section and they can directly come to your post even if they are missing out your post on the feed. Second is you can join engagement pods. So engagement pods are basically groups where a lot of creators are there who share their posts and you have to engage with them and they engage with your post. If you have to join such pods, you can reach out to me And third is asking a question. So whenever you are creating a post, always ask a question at the end. A lot of times this thing happens that people only read the first 2 lines and the last 2 lines of a post, which I generally do. So if you are posting a question at the end, even if the person has not read the whole post, he or she can answer the question. But you have to keep the question so simple that people don't have to spend a lot of time thinking about how to answer this or what to comment. So it should always be a close-ended question where people don't have to think much and they can just add a comment. If you are running out of questions, you can just simply add a word agree, or do you agree, or anything like this. Now when you are engaging with influencers, you get a lot of reach and visibility, so it helps in increasing your profile analytics, because when you comment on their post, they already have lakhs and millions of audience, so your comment gets visible to those people. And a lot of, like, if you're really commenting something very meaningful or value adding, a lot of people will go to your profile and check out who you are, what you do, etc. Also, if your comment is the most liked comment on the post, it will be appearing on the top whenever the post is going on anybody's feed. So that really helps. Now, when to post on LinkedIn. So this is a very important part, because when you're posting on LinkedIn, you can't just post on any random timing and expect engagement, because that doesn't happen, and you will end up getting demotivated without any engagement. So the hack is to post in the golden hour, that is morning and night. So the morning and night timings works for everyone, but apart from that, you have to try that what is working for your profile. So you can, for suppose 3 to 4 days, you can keep posting on in like all of these timings, and you can experiment that what is working for you, and then you can keep posting on that timing. For my profile, the night timing works the best. So also the timings keep on changing with the audience that you are gaining on the platform. Now I'm coming to the professional networking part. So if you are someone who have to approach a recruiter for a job, or a freelancer who has to cold DM someone on LinkedIn, this is going to be very helpful even if you are a student or anyone on the platform. So the first thing is to look for the target audience. Now there are 3 ways to look for your target audience. One is searching through search filters. So here if I search, I will get a lot of filters. For example, if I'm searching for, suppose I have to connect with people from marketing background, I will type marketing manager. Now when I type this, I will get a lot of options above, like people, courses, posts, jobs. If I have to look for jobs, I can simply go to jobs. If I have to look for marketing courses on LinkedIn Learning, I can go to this. If I have to see posts, so if you're a job seeker, you can also do this thing that you can type your job role here and go to posts. Also add the word hiring here before this, hiring marketing manager. So that would help you to land the job requirements as well. Now I will go on people if I have to connect with marketing managers. Even here I can use a lot of filters. If I have to connect with marketing manager from Unilever, Hindustan Unilever, I can go to the company and I can add that company. I can add the location. If I have to connect with someone only from Indore or Delhi, so I can use this filters. Now this was a lengthy process. Second one is other people network. So it is basically stealing people from others network, which is a shortcut to what I just showed you here. Suppose I have some marketing managers in my account. I will go to first to see who is there in my account. So I have this lady in my account who is a marketing manager. So I'll just go to her connections, and I can connect directly with other people who are into same niche. So rather than going to the search option and putting filters, I can just go to a similar account and I can take people from there. I can go to post and see who is commenting If I see someone relevant that I can connect with them, I can go to their connection list. There, if I find someone relevant, I can connect with them. Third is groups, which you get from here. Again, I'll type marketing. So if I have to connect with people into social media marketing, I will type social media marketing and then go to groups. Now here, when I got this, I'll go to groups. So I will get all the social media groups. Now, obviously, if they are social media groups, only those people will be added there who are into social media marketing. So if I have to connect with people who are having similar interest, I can join groups. And when I will join the group, I can connect with people who are already a part of the group, which will be again people with similar interests. Now, once you have figured out that with whom you want to connect, the second step is to check their profile if they are active on the platform or not. So if I go to a random profile, suppose this person, go to the activity section and check if he or she is active. I can see that this person is active because he has posted 9 hours back, 1 day back, 2 days back. So I know he's active. But if someone is not posting, you have to go to all activity section and see if he or she is liking any post. So I can see that he has commented, he has again replied. So I know he's active. But if there is someone who has not done any activity since past 1 week, do not connect with that person because he or she would be only adding a number to your connections and it won't be helpful. Now, sixth, when I have figured out that this person is active, I would have to send a connection request. Now, whenever you are sending a connection request, always make sure that if it is someone in front of whom you have to create a great first impression, always add a personalized invitation. Because if I show you my request, you see that very rarely 1 out of 10 people would add a connection note. So right now, nobody has added a personalized note in these requests. And very rarely people add a personalized note, but it actually makes you stand out in the requests. So if someone would have added a note here with the request, he or she would have stand out and I would have accepted the request. So it is also a way to get highlighted in the request when a person is getting a lot of requests. Second, if you have to create a great first impression, that is a great way to send a request. Now, not all the time we can do this, but you can try to do this whenever you are connecting with someone really important. So what you have to mention here is that why are you connecting with them? So you don't have to write general sentences like I would like to connect with you, or I loved your profile, let's connect, or this or that. But it should be a genuine note. Now, next, once you have connected with them, do not message them directly because that is not going to work. Always engage with them if they are someone who is creating content. So if they are someone who is active on the platform, like the account which I showed you previously, I can see that he or she is active. So what I will do is for the first 5 days at least, I would daily like and comment on the post to get noticed. So if someone is engaging with your post, suppose, like on a regular basis, you would obviously notice him or her, and then you would keep in mind that yeah, he or she regularly engages with my content. And then when that person will be there in your DMs, you can differentiate that person from rest of the people who have messaged you. So this is a great way to stand out. So engage with them first and then reach out to them in DMs. Now, when you are sliding into DMs for professional networking, never send a simple hi, hello, because it is only going to get you ignored. Always add an ask or an offer if you are engaged, like DMing someone for the first time. It can be an ask if you're asking for a job or you're asking for anything, it can be that, or if you're offering your services, it can be that. But do not sell in the first message. It can be a normal message to spark the conversation. Now, second is you have to keep your ask to a bare minimum if you're asking something. It shouldn't be something for which a lot of effort is required. Third is you can point out a mutual benefit when you're DMing someone. so that you can get a reply. You can increase your chances of getting a reply. Next is always show your effort and research. So if you are sending a message to someone, always do proper research about that person. Go through all of their social media accounts, go through their website, and go through everything that is available on the internet about them. Because if you're asking them something and if that thing is already available on the internet or in their account, then your reputation is again going to be hampered. So always do proper effort and research. It also creates a great impression on the person. Next is do not ask questions that you can Google. A lot of people message for tips which are already there on Google. So that again hampers your image. Next is do not give generic compliments, because everybody knows that generic compliments are there automatically suggested by LinkedIn. So everyone knows that there are automated messages. So do not just tap on them or do not add compliments like glad to connect with you, happy to connect with you, it's my pleasure connecting with you, or any generic compliments like I love your profile, I love your content. Please be specific when you're complimenting someone. Then next is be mindful, don't show lack of self-awareness when they ask something about you. Now the last point is follow up. So a lot of times, at least 80% of the times, you won't get a reply when you are messaging someone. There can be a lot of reasons. Maybe the person is inactive or off for a few days. Maybe the person is busy. Maybe they are caught up in some other work. Maybe they saw and they forget replying you. So always follow up after you have texted someone. Most of the times, follow up results into replies and getting clients or jobs. So at least follow up for 4 times in proper breaks so that you keep popping up in their DMs and they remember you and they reply you. And a lot of times you would get a reply, but after 4 or 5 times, if someone is not responding, you can simply move on to the next person. That's it. Now, if you have any questions, you can write in the chat box or unmute and ask. How to shoot up the starting post with likes. So again, the 3 ways which I told you. One is joining engagement pods. So in engagement pods, when you share post, you have to do the same with them. So that is one way. When you're joining engagement pods, you can reach out to me. I can add you to such groups. I am a member of a few groups. Then second way is to ask a question where a lot of people would engage, and engagement would increase the reach and that would ultimately increase the likes on your post. And third is to write something that is very relatable to people that they would like it. Can we ask for recommendations from companies we have worked on short-term freelance projects? Yeah. So I'm answering Palak's question. You can ask anyone who you think can write your recommendation, whether it is a small project or even if it is one task that you have done for someone. Always collect more and more recommendations as much as you can. How can we reach out for freelancing work? So again, the same roadmap which I told you, searching for the target audience, then checking if they are active, and the third thing, engaging with them and then shooting a DM to them. But if it is specifically freelance work, never write to them in first message that I want you to buy my services, I want to work for you, or this or that. Always start normally and show what you can offer, and always talk about helping them. Do not ask about money in the starting. Then when you bring them on a call, you can mention about your fees and everything. How can we do that? Could you please send PPT? So right now I can't share the PPT, but later on, if you have any doubts, you can connect with me. Please check your LinkedIn profile. Please add me to groups you are telling. Sudhish Bhambani. Okay, so you can send me a request on LinkedIn. I will add you from there. I want to brand myself as a video content creator. I want opportunities for making video content for people. Okay. So Rucha, your question is about becoming a video content creator, right? So for you, I think apart from LinkedIn, Instagram can be a great platform where you can create your own reels, and a lot of people would notice that. And the same reels you can repurpose on LinkedIn, which I've recently started doing. So again, the way to brand yourself is to create content around that. Post more and more of videos where you are speaking about the things that you do. First of all, add a profile video to your profile so that it represents what you do, and then optimize the profile as I told in the session, and then engage with the brands, engage with the people who are on the top positions in the company so that they notice you. What are the keywords that we should add in my profile? So Saurabh, I don't know what you are targeting, so I can't tell the keywords for you. Looking for keywords will actually require time where you have to think that what are your skills and what is the role that you are targeting. After that, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I can shortlist the keywords. What content we can post? It is Diamond or Dayanand. So whoever it is, what content you can post, I already told there that you can post about trends which are going on in your industry. You can post about your case studies, your learnings, anything that you think is shareable on LinkedIn. It just have to be professional. But nowadays, even memes are working great on LinkedIn. So it can be anything unless it is something very unprofessional. I have sent you a request. Okay, I'll accept. Can we get the recording of the session? I think the recording will be available because it is getting recorded. Yeah, I will share my LinkedIn profile. Just a second. I have shared the link. You can follow me from there. How can I create a normal tweet into gradient images? Yeah, so Shivam, for converting your tweets for LinkedIn post, you can simply use tools like poet.so and Picasso. I use Picasso to convert my tweets into LinkedIn posts. So when you tag them, they are actually bots. So when you tag them, they will automatically take a screenshot and give you in the comment section. Manasvi, how to start posting on LinkedIn when you are low on confidence. So even I was low on confidence when I started posting on LinkedIn, but that happens with everyone. So once you start posting and you start getting the engagement, all the this shyness will convert into boldness, and you will actually feel confident about posting on LinkedIn. So you just have to start and be consistent. Once you are being consistent, it automatically happens and you gain a lot of confidence automatically when you start getting engagement. What is the use of LinkedIn Sales Navigator? Please explain. So that is a premium tool, and right now I only explained you about the basics. So Sales Navigator is generally for those people who are looking for leads on the platform. So if you are someone who can spend that much amount, you can buy it and test it if it actually brings you leads. Picasso is Pikaso and poet.so. Poet.so. Profile has taken a hit after 6K followers. What can be done? So has taken a hit. I didn't get you. Please explain more. How can I write the about section if I am into two different things? So if you are into two different things, mention about both the things in your about section and focus more on the one thing that you are targeting clients for. Is half hour a day enough for growing on LinkedIn? Yeah, so half an hour is more than enough to grow on LinkedIn if you are using it wisely. So you don't have to use 30 minutes in one go. You can break it into 5-10 minutes for the whole day, and then you can use it if you are actually doing things on LinkedIn in those particular minutes. Picasso paid version good to go. No, you don't have to go for paid versions. You just have to go on Twitter and follow the Picasso page, Pikaso_me. So that would work. followers are not increasing on the similar pace. So Palak, I think you should start engaging with more and more people and post regularly and do more of polls. Polls help a lot in gaining followers. I used to engage so much on Twitter, still something is missing. Is it good to promote with there? So this section is about LinkedIn, so I can't answer the Twitter thing right now. I would take the LinkedIn questions first. Can you share some Chrome extensions which is useful for job or internship search? I don't know about the Chrome extensions. I can tell you about the ways through which you can search for a job on LinkedIn. Can I be a creator on LinkedIn with 300 connections? Yeah. So Shivam, even if you have 10 to 15 followers or connections, you can still be a creator on LinkedIn. One is to turn on the creator mode, and second is to create content. Once you create content, followers are automatically going to increase. You just have to start creating content. And you are already a creator there if you have turned on the creator mode. If you have to, Pankaj is asking for Instagram and Twitter link. So that is in my LinkedIn cover picture. If you go to my LinkedIn cover picture, you can find my Twitter username and my Instagram username there. Even on Twitter and Instagram, I create regular content about growing on Twitter and LinkedIn. So you can follow there as well. That's it. Now, if you like the session, please drop something in the chat box so that I can take a short video.